How's it going, guys? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the NECA Thanksgiving Ultimate John Carver No Leftovers action figure. Super excited to have this one in my collection. I did pick this up from the folks over at the Last Toy Store, and obviously it's based off of the Eli Roth film. This is the second version of John Carver that NECA's released. I did previously review the first edition that they released on the channel. I will leave a link to that in the description. As for this one, yeah, as I mentioned, super excited when this one came up for pre-order. I just had to have it. As y'all know, I'm a huge fan of this film, and can't wait for the sequel to come out. Let's go ahead and get a quick look around the box. We'll get it opened up and get a better look at the figure, guys. So for starters, I have to say I really dig the cover art on this one. I like the logo there, Thanksgiving, and then you got the turkey there with some blood splatter and the axe that John Carver has. There will be no leftovers, hence the no leftovers variation or variant of this figure. On the side, we got the Thanksgiving logo, photo shot of the figure. On the back, we have some photo shots of the figure as well as Thanksgiving logo, and on the other side, once again, Thanksgiving logo and photo shot of John Carver. Let's go ahead and check out the full profile shot of the figure there, guys, and then there's the figure, guys, in all its glory. It's got quite a bit of stuff, so let's go ahead and get it opened up and get a better look at the figure. Alright, guys, so let's go ahead and get right to it. So for starters, I have to say, really like the look of this figure. Dig the attention to detail with the apron there. This apron is a bit of a nylon soft plastic, more like a nylon, yeah, like a really thin nylon soft goods. I love the Thanksgiving there and the cartoon turkey. I thought that was a really good touch. As for this figure itself, it looks really cool. When I did previously review the other version of this figure, it was one of my favorite figures of that year, and hopefully we'll have a 2 for 2 because I'm a really big fan of this film. So hoping NECA did this one justice. Let's go ahead and start off with the head articulation. Head should rotate all the way around. It's a little bit stiff, guys, so I would be very careful with that. The hat does come off, so that's pretty cool. I do like this head sculpt, or rather faceplate. With this figure, he does come with face plates, not an actual head sculpt. So not too bad on that one. This one has a little microphone for that one scene when he's carving up Thanksgiving dinner for the teenagers. So if you know, you know. Just to give you a quick heads up, the way it comes off, it just pops off, and then look at that nightmare fuel right there. There's a little peg there, so we'll just go ahead and cover up his eyes, put it back on there. As for the head tilt, unfortunately, guys, there's not much in the way of a head tilt. There's not much in the way of looking down or looking up. I mean, it's pretty much stationary there. As I mentioned, the head rotating was a little bit stiff, guys, but again, as of this point, not a deal breaker. Arm does come up almost 90 degrees. Does rotate all the way around. Does not have any rotation at the upper bicep. Does have double joint in the elbow. Does have some rotation there at the elbow. Not gonna force it, guys. Does have some rotation at the wrist. Once again, a little bit stiff, but again, this is fresh out of the box, guys. So it does have a little bit of a back and forth, not too much, more than likely because the way the sleeve is molded there. As for the other arm, same thing, does come up. This one, not so much, more like 45 degrees. Does rotate all the way around. Does have double joints in the elbow, which is really nice. Does have rotation at the elbow. Does have rotation at the wrist, but again, more than likely because of the sleeve, hindering a little bit of that movement, and not too much in the way of back and forth there. Unfortunately, with this, guys, he doesn't come with any rotation in the torso, so not too much of a deal breaker, but still kind of would be nice if he had more of a bit of a rotation there for some different poses. It doesn't have either a crunch or a back bend either, more than likely because it's all a single piece. Now the nylon should be able to come off. As you can see here, it is tied, so you can untie it and tie it back on. You can remove it and then just have him. But I like the differentiating between this one and the previous figure, which we'll get to later on. But I like this, so if I was to keep this on him, I would definitely consider keeping this on him just to kind of give him a, I think it's really cool. But anyway, the leg does come up pretty well, 90 degrees. Does go back pretty well as at the same time. He does have a single joint in the knee, kind of stiff, guys, so I do not want to force it. Does have a little bit of rotation at the upper thigh, a little bit of rotation at the knee. I don't want to force it again, guys. Does have a little bit of back and forth in the foot, and there is a little bit of an ankle rocker there. Once again, I feel the pants kind of, the mold of the pants kind of hinder that movement a little bit, so it doesn't rotate all the way around or anything like that, and can come up and do the splits if he wants to. Other leg, same thing, does come up 90 degrees, rather well actually. Does go back fairly well. See, this leg is a little bit more loose, so not too bad. Once again, there is some sort of rotation, articulation at the upper thigh, or at the hip rather, and there is some rotation at the knee. Once again, ankle rocker on the foot, and not just a little bit of back and forth on the foot. Once again, as I mentioned, guys, the pant legs do hinder that movement a little bit, but leg can come up, so technically he can do the splits if you want John Carver to do the splits. I will say I like the level of detail on the shoes and on the pants. I think NECA did a real good job on that, in my opinion. So beyond that, guys, let's go ahead and get him off to the side and get a better look at his accessories. As for his accessories, guys, he does come with 5 extra hands. Most of these are actually gripping hands. They're just various degrees of the grip for the hands. As you can see with these two, yeah, this one's a lot more closed than this one. But I will say I do like the detail on the gloves. Those are pretty nice. He also comes with these other 2 gripping hands. This one's a lot more of an open, or the hand is open, it's not completely closed, but it is again a gripping hand for the accessories along with this one, guys. And again, it's a lot more close fisted to where like it just slides in the accessory. But other than that, really like the coloring and the detail on these. I think NECA did a bang up job on this. As for the 5th hand, guys, he also comes with, once again, it's pretty much like an open hand or a gripping hand, but a slightly variation where it's like a lot more open. So not too bad, guys. Now, as mentioned, guys, he does come with quite a bit. So for starters, he comes with his little timer here. Really love the detail on this. I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice, but man, this thing looks really cool. Like the detail there. You can see where it's got that little like a dirty wash on it, and I mean, it looks used, it looks old. I think NECA did a great job. They did put some I guess like a wash on it to make it look like dingy and dirty, which is really cool. And then you can see the bell back there, and then once again they got a bit of a wash there. Like I said, I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice or pick it up, but once again, NECA did a great job with this, in my opinion. Up next, guys, he comes with a electronic carving knife for the turkey. And I like that NECA put the blood wash there. You know me. I always mention this. I love when NECA puts blood washes on their accessories or their weapons and stuff like that. So super excited that they actually put this on there. Really solid, guys. And this thing looks old school too, man. Like I don't know if you remember these from back in the day, but yeah, this looks really cool. You got the button there. Really nice, guys. And up next, guys, he comes with a telephone on a tripod, which is really cool. Really love the detail on this. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you can see where like he's got his followers watching the live stream and everything. If you remember this part in the film when he's got all the teenagers at the table, yeah, really solid, guys. I think this is really cool. The little tripod is nice, and then I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but he's got the view there of him on broadcasting on Instagram. Up next, guys, he does come with a corkscrew, which I think NECA did an amazing job with this. I love the coloring there, the wood coloring there, and it looks used. It looks pretty gnarly, guys. So yeah, really solid. I think NECA did a great job with this accessory. I will say it is kind of small, so to kind of give you an estimate of the size, I mean it is pretty small, so be very careful with this. It doesn't. Well, yeah, it feels kind of flimsy here, so just very careful with that so you don't break it or anything. But again, NECA did an amazing job with this accessory. Up next, guys, he does come with a meat fork. This thing looks really gnarly and really cool. Love the chrome coloring there, and yeah, you can see the rivets there. The coloring on this is really nice. I really like the attention to detail, and I'm glad that NECA included this with this figure. As you can see, it is kind of little soft plastic or kind of flimsy, so be very careful with that. But overall, really nice, guys. Up next, guys, he does come with a really big knife, and yeah, this is really nice. I like the chrome finish on this. The coloring is nice. The handle there is really solid, guys. The chrome finish there. Once again, I will say, like I've said over and over, I wish they would have put like maybe a little bit of a blood wash there, but not a deal breaker or anything, because this thing looks absolutely solid, guys. In my opinion, I think NECA, once again, they kill it with their accessories. I cannot praise them enough. Up next, guys, he comes with a fire axe, and I really like the level of detail on this. The wood grain looks really nice. I like that coloring. I mean, the red really pops. I mean, the I guess the steel or something really pops there. Now, it doesn't. I'm wondering if this is just a QC issue, or are they actually meant to put like a little bit of a red splatter there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. It might be QC, but you can see like little red splatters there on the side. It's not on the other side, but it is on that side, and that kind of, for me, that kind of, you know, looks like a little bit of a blood splatter, which is pretty cool. But overall, really nice, guys. Really love the detail on this one. Up next, guys, we have the pitchfork, and this thing looks absolutely gnarly, guys. This looks really cool. I love the weathering on this, the attention to detail, the wood grain here. I mean, you feel the wood grain like it's worn and weathered. I mean, the coloring on this looks really nice. I think NECA did an amazing job including this with this figure, and they just did a bang up job with it. I mean, I think this looks really cool, guys. These are soft plastic, so be very careful with those, because I could see them, like, if you're too hardcore with them, like, they might break. But yeah, overall, like, still really nice. The level of detail is just amazing on this piece. Now, as mentioned previously, guys, and even with the previous figure, he does come with some face plates. This one, he does have a blood splatter on the normal faceplate, which is really cool. I really like the level of detail in there. Really nice. The coloring and the blood looks really cool, and the splatter looks really cool as well. I showed before you would have to take off the hat and you pull the face off, and then just put this on there. Not too bad. It does have a peg there. So yeah, really nice, guys. I think NECA did a bang up job with this. I like the John Carver mask. I think it's like creepy and really cool. And finally, guys, he does come with one other faceplate to swap out. It's the faceplate with the mask that's burned. If you remember in this part of the film, he takes the mask off onto the furnace and it gets burned up a little bit. Really like the detail on this. The black, the shadowing, the coloring there is like really nice. You can almost see where it's kind of melting away the mask. Really solid, guys. It just made the mask look that much more creepier, in my opinion. But yeah, I like that NECA even put the wash back here too, where it's like burned up and everything. So really solid, guys. Like I said, if I was to display him, it's more than likely going to be with this one. I really like the level of detail on this. Now finally, guys, for size comparison, I wanted to bring in the previous John Carver release and kind of show you a little bit of the differences between the two. Pretty much it looks like the bodies for the most part the same. I did notice the hats are different. This one's a little bit more slender, and I did notice the masks look a little bit different in the way of the width of them. So I'm not sure exactly if I can use the mask on either or, but not a deal breaker or anything. I love the differentiating factors between the two. As I mentioned, if I am going to display this guy, I would display him with the apron, because I think the apron is a really nice touch. But overall, I think NECA did a solid job with the second version of it. That about wraps it up for this video, guys. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of the figure here. Are you a fan of Eli Roth's Thanksgiving? Is it a yearly watch for you, as it is for me? Let me know in the comments. I really love that film, and I can't wait for the next one to come out. As for this figure, I'm super stoked with this one, minus some of the articulation. Other than that, it is definitely one that I really dig. The detail as well as the accessories and stuff like that, if you haven't noticed. Beyond that, compared to the previous release, I think it's a solid retooling. The body's pretty much the same from what I've seen, and the accessories though are a huge standout for this figure. And yeah, I can't get over the apron. I think it's really cool. But beyond that, If you're new to the channel, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, thanks again for coming back and for the continued support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Seriously, I cannot thank you guys enough for the continued support. Also, a huge shout out to channel members. I cannot thank y'all enough for the continued support as well. Now, full disclosure, guys, I did receive this figure a few months back, but I was saving it for Thanksgiving time, so wanted to do something special for Thanksgiving, so why not do the Ultimate John Carver. As the recording of this video, we are in the Thanksgiving holiday, so I wanted to wish everybody a safe and happy Thanksgiving, and thank you all so much. I am so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you once again. Until then, we'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy and have a good one.